Hi, I'm Annette, and I would like to talk today about glitches in the realm of changing a behavior. I feel like that's our job as personal trainers. We constantly try to help other people change their behaviors. So either enhance a behavior, add to it, or take away, try to be better by stopping or reducing a certain behavior. So what I would like to encourage you to try is do this exercise for yourself, because then we can better appreciate what our clients go through with the behaviors that they want to try and change. I'd like to focus specifically on reducing or stopping a behavior. And so a glitch is something that we deliberately plan to throw off the habit. Habits are strongest when they are automatic, if you don't have to think about what you're doing. So when you wake up in the morning, do you have to think about what you do first? No, because you probably do the same thing every day. And so if you want to break that habit, you might have something happen by accident to where it throws you off. For example, if you get up and the pants that you wanted to wear are ripped, then all of a sudden your habit's thrown off a little bit and you have to think of something else. So that's what I'd like to talk about. If you want to stop or reduce a habit, what can you deliberately put in your path to disrupt or aggravate that pattern so that you have to renegotiate it in your head? And I'd like to give you a specific example. Let's say that you want to eat less potato chips. And so you have to first think about, okay, when does this actually happen? What am I talking about? Many times people are unsuccessful at changing a behavior because they're not specific and they don't really think through what it is that they have to attack. So let's say you think, well, my habit is when I eat lunch at work, we generally order out for sandwiches and we get potato chips to eat with the sandwiches. And so if you're thinking about now, how do I throw off that glitch? What I like to do is point out, think of a time when it happened by accident. So for example, you're eating a sandwich and the only potato chips that people brought in are ones that you have decided that you don't want to eat. Maybe you don't like them. I hate salt and vinegar potato chips. I like most other ones. So if you have salt and vinegar potato chips as the only choice for me, I have no problem turning that down because I absolutely do not like the way they taste. So think about this though. If you're eating lunch and there's only salt and vinegar potato chips, and then 15 minutes after lunch is over, am I still craving those potato chips? Absolutely not. See, so the behavior was disrupted and it's a distraction. It's a distraction to where you're off thinking about something else or you're not thinking about that anymore, and then lo and behold, you realize you don't need it anymore. So that's a distraction by accident. Now, let's see. How can we deliberately plan that glitch or that distraction? Well, you can tell people to only buy the potato chips that you don't like, for example, or you can try other tips or cues. You can take a small handful onto your plate and you can deliberately sit in a different spot on the table. You can try walking away from that table and sitting at your desk. Now, granted, it might take a few times and you might come back and get more potato chips. But by deliberately disrupting that pattern in your brain and your body, you very well might find it easier over time to realize that you don't even care if you have those potato chips or not. Some of my friends say they want to not go to the bar after work. It's a habit. They get off of work, they walk down the same street through their neighborhood, they see the bar, they know their friends are in there. So I asked them to think about this. What are you striving? What are you craving? Do you want the alcohol Are you looking for camaraderie, friendship? Are you looking for a little stress reduction? And so if you can better identify what exactly the reason is, if you really want to see your friends, can you create a deliberate distraction and walk in maybe drinking out of your water bottle and see somebody and start talking to them first for a few minutes before you order your first beer? I often tell my clients or my friends, if you fill up your belly with a bunch of water, you're not craving that first beer because you're so dehydrated or actually thirsty. So to review, think about very specifically what behavior you're trying to reduce or omit or get rid of, and think about what the pattern is. What do you do before you do this behavior? What do you do while you're doing this behavior? What happens afterwards as far as gratification? Think of times in your life where there's been an unplanned or accidental distraction or a glitch, and then ask yourself, what could you do, small steps, to see if you could deliberately create that glitch or that distraction, and then over time see if you can build on that and practice that habit so that it becomes automatic. Remember, when the new behavior becomes automatic, you have a greater chance of it being your new habit. I hope that helps. I'll see you next time.